Greetings. I'm horologist NKIRU. On the behalf of myself and KTL University, we would like to invite you for our online Zoom class, March the 27th, 11 o'clock, 2022. We will present the power of precious metals, where you will have the opportunity to learn the concept of building wealth with gold, silver, platinum, palladium, and rhodium. You will also learn the foundation of the abundantness of these metals through the health benefits, the wealth benefits, and the spirituality benefits. For every 20th person that signs up for this class, you receive this beautiful silver 925 sterling silver pendant that is featured on the front of the book, I Am Rich. The spaces are limited, so act now. Greetings, family. NKIRU Watch Company would like to present Enter to Win this NKIRU timepiece, the Heiru collection, hand-painted on a pure silver dial, 42 millimeter stainless steel case, and a Swiss 17 jewel mechanical 2.5 delta waves movement. The 100 person that sign up for our online Zoom class, The Power of Precious Metals, sponsored by KTL University and NKIRU, will win this beautiful timepiece. Again, the 100 person that sign up for our class, The Power of Precious Metals, will win this beautiful timepiece. Enter now. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, family. Make sure you take full advantage of the offer at hand. We are down to about, I would say, 9 or 8 tickets until we get to that 100th. So chances are we're going to reach it on the show tonight. I really want to present the grand prize winner on this show tonight. I'm excited about that. I want to make somebody Saturday night live.
To this day.
You know what I mean?
To this day.
Want y'all to be legends. So make sure y'all go over to ktlusuniversity.com. That is ktlusuniversity.com and come and celebrate with us. All right. Tap in. Tomorrow we're gonna have a powerful lecture. I look forward to it. And tonight we're gonna chop it up with our good brother. He's gonna pull up on the show. He was supposed to be here last night, but Blue Pill was here, and the brother NKIRU got caught up in some business that he had to handle. So we're going to open the show up for him tonight so he could inform the family, the audience, the network, the community, whatever you want to call it. He'll let you know what we got coming up tomorrow and break it down and why this is important for you. All right. You said fix the effects. How's the effects? Does the effects sound good? Oh shit! Hold on. What's this about? Can y'all hear the effects? Let me see. Can y'all hear the effects? Can you hear the effects? I'm looking at my board right now, and it's looking like I don't know. Okay, it's good. It's good. All right. Jefferson, what's good, my guy? So, this is what we finna do, as we always do. Let's do the roll call. You know what I mean? Let's tap in with the roll call, see who's in the building, and then we'll go ahead and we'll open up the lines and whatnot. I'm not gonna keep y'all here all night. This is not gonna be a super duper long show. It's a Saturday. You know what I mean? I want y'all to be able to enjoy the rest of your night and do what it is that you have to do. Get to your studying. You know what I mean? It might be something on Netflix that you want to watch. Y'all might just be stepping. You might go outside and whatnot and enjoy the nightlife. Whatever it is, we'll be able to let y'all do that in a minute. All right. So let's go ahead and do this roll call. All right. Okay. So we got Jersey in the building. Shout out to Jersey in the building. We have Harlem in the building. Salute to the Harlem family. Shout out to Harlem. What's popping? Kansas City is in the building. What's goody? Cocoa, Florida. Okay. It sounds like it's a lot of palm trees and stuff like that around Cocoa. I'm gonna look up Cocoa. I haven't been there yet. All right, Dominica, West Indies. Yeah, send a plane ticket. What's popping? Talk black to me. Santa Rosa, Cali. Salute. Patterson, Jersey. Brooklyn, BK, Houston. All right, Buffalo. Brrr, Griselda. Northwest Georgia, Massachusetts, the Carolinas. Columbus. Salute to Columbus. AZ was popping. Bermuda, I see you. What's good, Bermuda? Michigan is in the building. Shout out to Michigan. Yeah, I near Flint, Lansing. Is that near Flint? Shout out to the family in Flint. You dig? Dominica. Columbus. I see you, Columbus. I see you, 718. I don't know if that's Queens. I don't know if that's the Bronx. I don't know if that's Brooklyn, but 718, we stick together. Memphis is in the building. Shout out to Memphis. Salute to the Memphis family. Brrr. You dig? Rough Buff. Shout out to Rough Buff. Y'all 30 minutes from Flint? Okay, hold the Flint family down, man. Shout out to the Flint family. Did they get that water thing corrected? It's 2022. Did Flint get the water shit corrected? I'm just asking. I want to know for a friend. Decatur, where's Greater? Shout out to the Decatur in the building. Okay, Tremont is up. Tremont forever. Shout out to the BX, my birthplace. That's the borough that I was born in. Shout out to the Bronx all day. Dayton, Ohio. They said they didn't get the water thing corrected. Damn. God damn. That's a fucking shame. Boston. What's popping, Boston? What's goody, Boston? I see you. All right. Duval County. Shout out to Duval. Yeah, I'm talking about. Shout out to the Duval County. Shout out to Jacksonville and all other surrounding areas. Shout out to Savannah, which is right there. You know what I'm saying? That's one big conglomerate. Salute to y'all. Somebody said no, they didn't. Man, we living in America, right? Where they sending all of these people over from Ukraine, 100,000. They sending billions of dollars to the Ukraine war. They sending billions of dollars to Israel. They sending all of this money everywhere, but we just, they just out here with dirty water, and everybody's good with that. North Florida, 850 in the building. I see you. Tulsa in this thing. Salute to the Tulsa family. All right. Salute to the Tulsa family. Peace and prosperity. What's popping? Okay, so we done did the roll call. I'm not gonna, shout every single city out, but y'all already know what it is. Peace to everyone. Peace to all of the people in the chat and whatnot. Love and light. First and foremost, I am affirming that, and I'm not hoping, but I'm affirming and I'm willing that everybody is in proper mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, financial health. And if we're not there, I know that we're getting there. You know what I'm talking about? So peace to y'all. West Philly, Buffalo, Tallahassee. I see ya. Yeah, hope is irrational. We are evicting certain words from our lexicon and our vocabulary, our nomenclature. We are pushing these words out of our vocabulary, never to be used again. I got a segment that's coming up real soon. I don't want to put too much light on it, but it's going to deal with etymology and words that we've been using for maybe our whole lives, not realizing that we were casting spells because these words are not what you think it is. One word in particular, nice. Don't ever call me nice. And that's not me, trying to be a bad guy and whatnot. But Say hello to the bad guys. There's no more nice. Do you know that nice? You know the original etymology of nice is the opposite of what you think it is. So everybody's like, I'm a nice guy. You're basically saying that you're a bad guy, or you're basically saying that you're negative, or you're basically saying that you're not what you think you are saying. So we have to begin to divorce certain words from our vocabulary. You know what I mean? Got to get rid of them. You know what I'm talking about? When somebody sneezes, try not to say bless you, because bless means bloodletting. You'll be better off saying bliss you. Bliss. Nice is dumb. Exactly. Nice is dumb. You know what I mean? You don't want to be nice. You know what I'm saying? No more Mr. Nice Guy. So yeah, that part. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna bring our guest for the night. I don't want to hold y'all. Like I said, I want to get right to it. This brother, if you are new to the platform, if you're just getting here after a few weeks and you might not have seen our lead up into this event that we're having tomorrow morning or tomorrow rising at 11 a.m. This brother is a horologist. This brother is a jeweler. This brother is a metaphysician. And his brother is highly, highly successful in what he does. And he is willing to come through tomorrow and bring all of this sauce to this platform to do what? To empower and to engage with the audience and to get them right in a time of war when so many things are uncertain. So many things. And I'm not using fear. What I'm using is preparedness. Proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. That's a pushing P bar, right? What I'm pushing is proper preparation, right? So we don't have to live out of time, right? We want to, he's a, this brother, like I said, is a horologist. So he deals with time, perfect timing. So this is about being on time in a day and age where inflation is upon us. The falling of the dollar is upon us. The there's a provocation taking place with superpowers, and what's caught in the middle is going to be economies. Different economies will die as a result of this conflict. And what it's looking like is the economy of the petrodollar looks like it's going to be that victim that I'm speaking of. It doesn't look like cryptocurrency is going to die in this war. It doesn't look like precious metals are going to die in this war. It doesn't look like stocks are going to die. What looks like it's about to get taken out and nuked is the petrodollar and the quote unquote US dollar and things of that nature in exchange for something that is new. I'm here to say that this smells like, looks like, and sounds like part of the great reset that a lot of these powerful people have come together to create. Mind you, this is the theater of war.
To this day.
This is not war.
To this day.
This is the theater of war. If you got problems with somebody personally, then you could say we at war because you know where it stems from. You don't know about this conflict. You don't know where it really stems from. You don't even know the actors that are involved. All you know is that when Fox 5 and CNN went live, they told you what was going on and whatnot. This is the theater of war. These people get on phones. They sit down with each other. They got private chat rooms and stuff like that. Do not believe everything that you see. This is wag the dog to an extent. But then there's also another extent that's taking place where what it is that you're seeing, I want you to pay full attention to because it has real world implications. So without any further ado, my friends, I'm going to open up the line for our good brother, your good brother, my good brother, our good brother NKIRU. The brother said, Sherwin said the dollar is dying, inflation is going up, gas and food is going up. I believe we'll be in a recession.
And no doubt, it's definitely a recession. It's like the stock market. Everything is going up. It's gonna peak out, and then it's gonna plateau. Settle down a little bit. But the years ahead, everything is going up. I was telling you about earlier about the coconuts here. It's doubled. So.
How much is the coconuts now out there in
It's,
Brazil?
it's $2 in dollar terms. That's no, it's a little under $2, 8 reals,
Right.
$1.50.
A
You know,
$1.50 for some damn coconuts that grow
let's
off
go.
all over the trees.
Back home, I'm sure that's $5. Get a fresh
Oh nah,
coconut.
yeah. Whew. Don't talk
Yeah,
about the coconut water. That shit done went up too. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Coconut oil.
yeah,
If you're trying to get lathered in coconut oil, yeah, you're gonna pay a premium. Coconut
yeah.
water done went up. The only place you probably could get a free coconut is if you pay one of these crackheads on South Beach to climb the tree and shake that shit off for you, and you still
Climb
got to
up.
tip them.
Yeah, so it's you right on about the petrodollar. So
Right.
that's definitely on his last leg, and you know, right now, so it peaked up over here in Brazil. It peaked up to 5.70, and
Mm.
then for the last week or two, it's been falling. It's down to 4.74. You know, so it's
Right.
it's on a decline. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. But I'm steady pushing into that precious metal. So it's that
Right.
safe
Right.
haven. Yeah, yeah, safe
Right.
haven.
And briefly, can you explain, to the uninitiated and those who may not know or may have never heard this type of information before, um, how exactly is precious metals a safe haven?
Well, say precious metal has been safe haven for thousands and thousands and thousands of years because that was always declared as real money. So when 1971, when Nixon, so-called Nixon, took the dollar off the fiat, off the silver and gold standard, that is basically backed by nothing.
Mm.
So you know it's always been a staple of money. But what happened over time in history, they further and further and further disassociated with itself with silver and gold. For example, if you look at all the coins in 1964 on back, all of them have a content of silver.
Right.
So, it's just basically the conditioning of programming the public just to say focus on the paper, then credit, and now the
Right.
digital. So, that's the spell, right there. But while the central banks are hoarding, this stuff, they are putting a spell on people. Oh, it's not really anything. So, for always, so all the money people, all the people that understand what is money, and all the advisors that's giving advice to these small banks or small families or big families that's funding out millions and billions of dollars, they know that gold, precious metals, is a safe haven. You know,
Right.
that's real money. So that's the thing. So that's what we want to bring tomorrow is letting people know many avenues. But that is the foundation. That is the safe haven.
Right. Right. Definitely. And can we speak about the use case of silver when it comes to the rise in electronic vehicles and things of that nature? Because, like I just said, I was on Instagram Live a minute ago, and I spoke about the fact that when you pay attention to the automobile market or the automobile industry, what we're seeing as a result of this, not just this war, but the war is exacerbating it. But what we're
Yeah,
seeing as a result of technology swiftly changing is the fact that many different automobile makers are rolling out EV vehicles or electronic vehicles, right? EV cars.
yeah,
And, as a result of this rise in gas, where people are scrapping their vacation plans,
yeah,
they're not driving around. Even Uber Eats workers, Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, DoorDash. All of the people who are in the gig economy who are
mm,
maintaining themselves during the quote unquote lockdown and the shift in the economy. They're complaining that they're not even able to break even because of the
Wow.
prices and whatnot. Even though the rides have gone up, they still can't compensate for burning gas and whatnot, waiting to get pinged to pick people up. So what
Yeah,
I'm seeing is, and it doesn't take any, you don't have to be super educated to realize it.
sure.
People who are driving EV cars like Teslas and whatnot, they're not affected by anything that's really going on in that market. They're actually at the stoplight looking at people with gas guzzlers like SUVs and shit, shaking their head like, nigga, you should have been made the switch. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
sucks to be you.
yeah,
Sucks to be you.
yeah, yeah. They're ahead of the game, you know.
Right.
And
So one of the
yes,
things that I know war does, war phases out, it phases out industries. It
mm,
actually pushes industrial revolutions, like what World War II did for for damn near everything. You know, technology got refined in hyperspeed during World War II. So what
yeah,
I'm seeing right now is the use case for EV cars and a whole bunch of things. And with that comes the influx of silver. So can you break down how silver is tied into that industry and why it would be good to invest in that right now?
absolutely. Silver is a excellent conductor. It's a higher or smoother conductor than copper. It's a little bit more expensive, but they need it in those electric cars to charge up the batteries, to create that electric current that they need to have the car move at a sufficient speed. So right now they got some different things they putting out. They're talking about is 1 ounce, but it is much more. I'm gonna do a lot of research in those cars that's coming up. But I spoke. It's funny. I was speaking to some guys here was from America, and they was talking about the EV cars and this what stocks they should bet they should get into, and they was talking about the car company. So I shared with them. I said, if you want to get into any stock, get into the precious metals, get into the silver, because now you're looking at the industry that's going to supply that whole market.
Right.
So you basically creating a safer bet, and like I was saying before, the crossover from diesel. They use a lot of copper and things like that in the catalytic converter or gas cars. Well, platinum. They're going to be using that in the electric cars as well.
Right.
So
Right.
exactly. So there's many applications that's going to call for precious metals. But like you were saying, the people that's taking a seat and buying the Teslas, we need to take the seat right now into precious metals, so that way, when because this train is moving,
Yeah,
that's
it's
that's
not
what's
sitting
happening.
at the station. This train and this plane done took off already. So,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but,
So
but
mhm.
never too late.
No, never too late. So the car industry, the transformation with the car industry, they're talking about over the next 10 years rolling this out. And then you have the solar panels. Like around California, you can't build a house without solar panels. That take a whole bunch of silver,
Right.
you know. So, all these applications for this green movement is, you have the green movement, you have the war, you have them printing all this money, all this currency. I mean, so you have all of these things perpetuating real money, and it's just going to explode.
Right. 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 What's the window would you say that before things go to the moon, like they like to say in crypto?
But normally, so you're looking at a 10-year cycle. So the last peak for gold and silver mainly was 2011. So
Okay.
it broke through the cycle of going into a bull cycle in 2015. So if you look at that seat, based upon history, it'd be about a 3 to 4 year run from here. You
Okay.
know,
So we're looking at 2025 before that bull run take off.
but you're looking at 25 going through the whole bull run, looking at 2025, 2026 for a
Right.
peak.
For
Yeah,
the peak. Okay.
yeah,
All right.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
fair enough. Shoot. You know what I mean? You
yeah,
know that to me that's not that much of a long game.
yeah, yeah,
That'll come very fast. And like you said, you jump on this shit right now, you know what I mean? Then you'll be able to really see what you need to see. So that's
yeah.
excellent. You know what I mean? A 3 year window. That's beautiful.
3 year window, and you're looking at from 2015, silver gold was at about 1,000, a
Yeah.
thousand fifty. So you're looking at an eightfold. And I'll talk about these charts tomorrow, and I'll show the history of it repeating itself. But
Right.
this time, yeah, but this time, rhodium has showed us something because rhodium runs a cycle, but it peaks early, 3 years early. Peaked in
Mm.
2008 at 10,000, but this time it peaked in this cycle. It peaked in 2020 at almost 30,000. So
Say word at 30?
it at 30,000. So what happened? Exactly.
It's damn near Bitcoin.
Yeah. So it ran its course of its regular 12 to 15 fold. Rhodium does a 12 to 15 fold, but this time it did a 45 fold. So it's
Damn.
setting,
And
it's
what's the
setting the
use case?
stage. Huh?
What would be the use case of the rhodium?
Use case of rhodium is extremely rare. They mine it with platinum. It's a byproduct coming out of the ground with platinum. They use it in the cars. They use it. Johnson Matthews is the main application maker for the cars, for different fuel frequencies in the cars, different
Right.
monitors for nuclear. Different manufacturers use it for high quality, high tech, creating engines for Rolexes. I'm sorry, for the Rolls Royce engines for the planes. You
Right,
know,
right, right.
so you got all that high tech uses for that. But like I said, the interesting thing, it went is regular 15 fold, but it went past that and tripled, doubled on top of that, and it went a 45 fold. So
Damn.
it's setting precedents for gold. So gold will naturally, in its historical realm, it would naturally hit 8,000. That's what we're calling for. But a lot of people that's been looking at this and looking at the momentum charts is saying it can well pass that. But when I looked at rhodium, I said, that's the stage, you know. So it could well go into 15,000 to $20,000 gold.
Now, that's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So for the mining stocks, those who like to speculate, we're going to be talking about that tomorrow in the class. Even an eightfold in gold and royalty and mining stocks, you're going to be looking at somewhere about a 12 to 20 fold on a normal eightfold for physical, you know.
Okay, so you're going to be giving out stock tips tomorrow as to what companies would be advantageous to invest in.
Absolutely. I was given and given certain tickers, and I'm gonna give some details how to read the charts. I'm gonna give some nature of these particular stocks, but I'm gonna leave my number in that particular column for those who really would like to speculate in that space, so I can really consult them because I studied the nature of about 5 or 4 stocks, and I caught the wave in 2020.
Right.
Yeah, when they got that big pull up, and then I got out in 21. I saw it consolidated. So I really know how to play these stocks, and you don't have to play a bunch of them, and you can really make some big gains in there.
Beautiful, beautiful, man. I love it. You know what I'm talking about? There's a lot of people in my network that are into diversifying their portfolio. I have a
Hmm.
whole organization called Stream Chasers. So,
Yeah,
we attack anything that looks, sounds, and checks out to be profitable and whatnot. So, you know, I'm sure that the stream chasers that are listening to this are going to take full advantage and get their
Yes.
tickets so they could be in the building. Make sure though tomorrow when you pull up, please, even though this will be recorded and it will be available for viewership afterwards, at least a day after. It takes a while for the videos to be compressed by Zoom, but please bring a pen and a pad. Take notes.
Yes.
Okay, that is very important. Why do I say that? Because you could watch a video, or you could be in a class or a workshop. You could hear things and remember it. What about when you go through your notebook 4 years from now, 3 years from now? What about when your child wants to go through your notes and whatnot? You should be taking full notes. You should be writing these things down because
Yes.
I promise you, there have been notebooks that I revisited just looking. I might be looking for one of my crypto wallet passwords or whatever, and I'm coming across information that I wrote down from 2012, 2020, 2015, and it's prophetic. It's something that you could revisit, and then you could measure yourself and be like, damn, I remember I was a student, I was a tadpole back then, I'm a
Yeah.
beast right now. But this is how you measure yourself when you take down these notes, and when you put them on pen and pad, when you put the pen to the paper and whatnot, you actually give life to it then. Okay,
That's right.
so I want you to familiarize yourself with these topics because this is a new topic. Everybody is not out here talking about precious metals. Everybody is not talking about how to utilize the precious metals and what it
Yes.
is that it could do for you. Now, I also heard that we were going to be getting into the metaphysics of the precious metals. Is that correct?
Absolutely. And that's the first kicker. We're gonna go into activating your precious metals DNA inside of you. That's what holds the Akasha records. Gold holds the most data. So we're gonna start going in, and then we're going to bring it out. And that was a good point that you made about taking notes, because I made something specifically for that to organize off the bat when they have the notepad. And so I have it broken down into sections, so when they hit those notes, they can go right to those sections and
So
start taking notes. Yeah, it's
beautiful,
very,
beautiful,
very
man.
important.
And I'm glad that you're touching on the fact that inside of this machine, right? We want to talk about
Yes,
electronic vehicles. Well, this is the EV as well. This is an electronic vehicle. This is a
yes,
vehicle that navigates the terrain or the terrestrial planes of what is known as Mama Earth. Okay. And
yes,
this EV, this electronic body that
yes.
has electrons and voltage and things of that nature, and it's connected to the the electromagnetic field and things of that nature. We too are
Yes,
equipped with
yes,
precious metals in our wiring. We have all of that inside of us. This is something that they do not teach Negroes, niggas, coloreds, and all of these other derogatory terms. Black people, we're not
hmm,
taught that. They might skim through it in science class and whatnot, but them
yeah,
people sitting around, them teachers is not giving us that science. They not telling us that we golden. They not telling
yeah,
us about stardust.
yeah,
You get this shit later on in Ivy League schools, or you get it in private school, and you paying for this information. But they're not just willfully letting you know your molecular breakup and makeup and whatnot. They're not giving you this information. They're not telling you about sun gazing and charging up in the sun. They're not comparing you to a Tesla coil.
yeah,
So definitely, I know that there's somebody out here that probably never heard of that, or for those that may have heard of that, you may need to be reminded.
absolutely. And
These
that's
metals
that's
that
what
we
it's,
wear
that's what it's
outside of
about.
our, huh?
No, that's what it's about. Reminding. Yes,
Right. These metals that we wear on our exterior that we're attracted to, because people always got something to say about what somebody else is wearing and whatnot. This is a reflection, and this is a celebration, and this is actually us, paying homage to the precious metals that are within, that do
yeah,
more within for us than this shit can ever do by just sitting on my neck and whatnot. I'm just
yes,
reflecting. This is a reflection of something that's within. You know what I mean? It's that's, and this right here, this has precious metal inside of it. Shout out to
hmm,
Uncle Pinky and whatnot.
yes,
The acacia. This is my organs. you
Yes.
know, and it's an attractor. It attracts, it pulls to me. Even this plate that I'm wearing that the pharaohs used to wear, this is
Yeah.
this is a conductor. I could feel
Yes.
it when the sun is hitting me. I could feel the energy going through my body. I could feel the electric charge. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I know
Yeah.
when I go outside, if I take all of this jewelry off, I really can tell the difference.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts about people adorning themselves with the jewelry? What are your thoughts about people dripping themselves in the gold and the platinum and the silver and all of the precious metals and whatnot? Even though, and even though it's we're out here stacking coins,
Yeah.
gold bars and whatnot, silver bars and whatnot. What about those of us that just want to wear this shit? How do you feel about that?
Absolutely. I mean, it's in our DNA. I have a book here I read quite a bit, African Gold, and it shows us dripping and all of these different 22, 24 karat gold. So it's just a symbolism that's we reflecting from our own inner DNA, and we using it as science. It's we're going to be talking directly from the periodic table tomorrow. So AU 79, that's the atomic number for it. It's very has a very strong negative pull. This is a feminine energy, that we're dealing with. So when we adoring ourselves, this is the lady. We putting the woman on us. You know,
This will be us balancing out our divine feminine and whatnot. This would be
yeah,
that balance that they talk about.
yes, the divine feminine. So all of these metals, are the divine feminine. So
Right.
if you take a regular magnet and try to pull against gold, silver, platinum, it's not going to pull. It's going to resist. So it has that force field around it. So when we're wearing it, that's what we creating, that force field. So it's bouncing from the inner and it's reflecting on the outer. So it's basically, as soon as you put it on your body is like, okay, what is that? And your DNA, that is frequency with that, whether it's gold or platinum, it recognizes and then it beams. It starts to communicate with it. So yeah, so that's we're gonna be dealing with that, and so it's great that they're wearing it. A lot of people, we're not conscious of it, so now we want to bring the consciousness of it,
Right.
and say, okay, I'm wearing it. I know I love it. I know I love the way it makes me feel, but why it makes me feel this way? What's happening? You know. So when that consciousness hit, that's when the explosion. Subconscious and consciousness and subconscious meet, and that explosion happened, and then you can build on, those things.
Beautiful, beautiful, man. I really appreciate this conversation.
Yes.
I'm sure that the family out there, they appreciate this game right here. You know what I'm saying? This is something that they can
Yes.
add, to their arsenal,
Mm-hmm.
that cosmic drip.
Yeah,
Whatnot.
definitely. Speaking of the cosmic drip, we got we pull out the piece. I think we probably there, and probably quite there.
To this day. To this day.
Look, man, I'm just gonna say it like this. I gotta go and look at my archive records because we might be at the 100th, based off of what we did
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Instagram.
I think
But
we're very much there.
about an hour ago, we were at like 89. About an hour ago when I checked.
Yeah,
So I'm here to let y'all know that the possibility of one of y'all walking away with a $7,500 watch is right
yes,
in front of your face, my
yes,
geniuses. I need you to take advantage of that, right? This is that cosmic drippington that I was talking about. Like,
Yes.
Summer's here. Spring is here, but summer's around the corner. Fellas, you know your MCM, you know, shorty, you've been sliding in that DM and whatnot. You try to get her eyeballs. Well, if you get that watch, you know I'm talking about it. You go to the gym for about 2 weeks, my nigga, and you take a picture with no shirt on, just with that watch. Talk about my watch. I'm gonna let my watch talk for me. She can answer that DM. Facts. She gonna be like inquiring minds want to know what you doing over there. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Yeah. She gonna want to know. She can't deny that cosmic Rippington. And ladies, let's just say that you were the one who won that watch or whatnot. Baby daddy is acting up and things of that nature. You know what I'm talking about? You don't gotta let him know where you got that from. You just gotta show up on Instagram with it. He gonna hit you up like, yo, what's going on?
Oh yeah, I'm sure we're gonna pull a winner very soon.
Huh?
I'm sure we're gonna pull that winner very soon. I guess we're gonna be pulling it tomorrow during the class.
Well, it's only right that during the class we announce the winner, right? You
That's
feel me?
absolutely
Like I don't want to spoil the
yes.
I don't want to ruin that grand prize moment and whatnot. I want to see that person
Yeah,
on camera. I want to hear them go crazy and whatnot. Like I want to
yeah,
record all of that.
yeah. That
So
makes
now,
sense.
huh?
That makes sense. Let's do it.
That does
Yeah,
make sense. That does make sense. You know what I mean? And we just, you know, we're gonna wait till tomorrow. But the 200 the 100th ticket holder will be made tonight. I know that for a fact that we will
sure.
reach that mark tonight. We'll send you an email. Whoever won, you'll be able to get. You know, I'll be like, yo, make sure you have on your Sunday's best tomorrow. Put on that hat that leans to the side. Like Jesus took the whale. Yes, he will. You know what I mean? Because you about, you know what I'm saying? You
The
about to get
church
that,
hat, huh?
you know, you about to
Yeah.
get your daily bread. You about to get bliss. You know what I mean?
Oh
You're gonna
yeah.
get old with some blessings. So yeah, man.
This
How
beauty.
long
Any
is the
questions?
workshop planned for?
Any
Ah,
questions? What do you
we're
say?
gonna do about 3 to 4 hours. Keep in mind, we're
Yeah,
starting at 11 a.m. Eastern, right?
yeah,
This man is in Brazil, so there's a little bit of a time difference. But we're gonna put it in. We're gonna put in that work early in the rising. You know what I'm
yeah,
talking about? Yeah,
yeah.
get your sea moss tea and whatnot. Ugh, you know what I mean? There'll be some people with the yawny faces and whatnot. It's all good. You
We
know
got
what I
some
mean?
people on the East Coast, California, so that's they can be chiming in at 8. You know.
Keep in mind, like I said, the class will be recorded. If you don't wake up that early, it will be recorded and it will be available to all ticket holders in perpetuity, meaning that you will always be able to just log right on KTL University and watch it.
There you
But,
go.
you know, many of us are business owners and bosses. So
Yeah,
getting up at 8 a.m. on a Sunday, you know what I mean, is not too much of a far fetch. If you're on the West Coast, 11 a.m. on the East Coast, you got this.
yeah. You got it.
I
That's
promise you.
easy.
I've done workshops in the morning. It
Hmm.
makes your day even that more magical.
That's right.
You out there spreading the gospel, you feeling good. You know, you got some new information. You doing your research.
That's right. That's right. Fresh minds.
Somebody said, "Is this kind of education a write off?" You damn right it is. You damn right it is.
And it's more. Look, it's more than a write off. It's a big come up.
Right. It's a right on.
It's
Not just a write off. It's a right on. You know what I mean? Always. My thing is this. You know, for the educated consumer out there, you take advantage of information that is high value when it's
Mhm.
given to you at a value at a down, you know, at a premium. Is this is given to you at a very good price. This type of
Discount.
information is
Yeah.
not available for the price that we're giving it for. Keep that in mind. And that this is not me giving you no cold sale. I'm just reminding you that if you were to go to the Diamond District or if you were to go anywhere where they're talking about precious metals and they're giving you game like that, you're gonna pay out the side of your neck.
Yeah.
You don't want your watch.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. This class is a blueprint. That's what when I was running through the curriculum, I said this is a blueprint, you know. And
What month were we talking, my good brother? When did we start communicating? Do you remember?
we started communicating early this year,
I think it was 21.
21, and around the end of 21.
You came to me and was like, look,
Yes.
I want to educate via a
Hmm.
workshop your audience, your
Yes.
network about these precious metals. I'm
Hmm.
making breakthroughs. Me and you
Yeah.
already had their business. You blessed me with, or not, I mean, not say the word bless. You
Yeah.
gifted me, or you bestowed upon me the silver
Yes. There you
coin,
go.
right?
That's
With
it.
the Benjamin
Yeah.
Banneker. You got any one of those around?
The Banneker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a Banneker here. Let me
Yeah,
let me
you know
pull one.
when you got me on, when I pull you on, you gotta have all of your pieces around you because I'm gonna summon them pieces.
Yeah.
Yo,
Banneker.
look,
The
this homie
low
right here,
tarnish.
y'all,
You
Benjamin
know.
Banneker on the front, who he's
Mr. Banneker.
channeling Benjamin Banneker's energy, and the Heru on the back, right? As a straight up silver coin, 999. Like this is
That's
a
it.
collector's item. I got this for my children.
That's
Facts.
it.
To this
Yes,
day,
indeed.
to this day.
Yes,
So when I
indeed.
thought you minted that, you know what I mean? And this ain't no NFT that he minted. This some real life shit. When I seen that you was minting silver coins with Benjamin Banneker's face on the front and Heru on the back, I was like, this is
Yes.
the baddest motherfucker on the planet. Excuse my French. What are those little ones watching? Pardon me, little one.
Yeah, yeah. This is the setup. This is the setup because this is gonna play the role of building the foundation, and then when the crypto play with it, that foundation is laid, and whoever want to lay something on top of that,
Right,
there it is.
right.
You said
Because
you
I
said I
want
mean.
to, yeah. Because I have to explain the game plan to the fam out there if they don't know what this is.
Hmm.
Cryptocurrency is a meal ticket, right?
Hmm.
Cryptocurrency, NFTs, all of that. It's a means to an end. It's not
Hmm.
something that you sit around and hold on to for the rest of your life. This shit is used to buy tangible things like the stuff that we're talking about. Shit that you
Yeah,
can hold.
yeah,
I don't know if people understand what the whole plan is, but the
yeah,
crypto, there's a window that has been opened up. You got people that are creating money out of thin air. That's
yeah.
it caught my attention. I'm gonna pay attention to that because I come from a world where I watch people that I love and I care for, and I have all kind of concerns about throw their whole lives away for fiat, dead presidents, pieces of paper that are turning into toilet paper with presidents' faces on them that didn't even
Hmm.
exist. And then I came into a world. I woke up one day in a new world where people could actually create currency out of their mind.
I don't
I don't
mind.
know how
Yeah.
long y'all been in this race. I don't know how long y'all been in this struggle. I don't know how long y'all been in this movement. But I remember when I was in New York, they had the Ithaca dollar in Ithaca, New York, upstate New York. Europeans were
Hmm.
printing their own money.
Hmm.
This is when the Moors was running around telling us that we could put Noble Drew Ali's face on a piece of paper and make it money, and I believed them because they knew what they were talking about.
That's
However,
right.
they didn't have the white paper, they didn't have the technology, and they did not take it as far as Natoshi Nakamoto.
Yeah.
Satoshi Nakamoto took it. They didn't
Yeah.
take it that far. He did, and he created Bitcoin. And now we're in a situation where people are
Hmm.
literally creating economies out of thin air. You think I'm gonna turn up my nose to that? You think I'm not finna get into that? You think I'm not gonna Scrooge McDuck and dive into the motherfucking pool of Bitcoins? Because you take the coins, you liquidate them, and you buy assets like land. You buy assets,
Sure.
like precious metals. You buy
Yeah.
assets like arms, armory, artillery, whatever you need to take care of things. You could put a Bitcoin on the top of somebody's head right now, and that shit, the head will come up missing. I promise you. These are very effective. So you I don't, we've been through this on this platform, and we're going to continue to go through this, but I need people to understand the big picture. I need
Sure.
you to understand the big picture. The big picture is you have to be able to diversify your portfolio. You got all the
Yeah.
people doing forex. You got all these people doing stocks and options, and what they doing it for? If they just doing it for fiat to talk on the money phone, they're moving backwards. We're
Yeah.
doing this for physical, real world assets. They out here
Yeah.
buying islands and shit and making them
Yeah.
sovereign nations, autonomous nations. So
Yeah.
we out here doing the work.
Mm-hmm.
There's things, there are tools that are available, multiple tools, not just one. There are multiple tools that are
Mm-hmm.
available that will allow individuals and the collective to play the game. Hold on a second.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting with central banks. The other big picture, what central banks does, because they holding gold, when they start doing business with one another, they able to pass loan money overnight electronically. You
Right.
know, so when the precious metals meet that crypto world, and we everyone is building their own bank, a whole nother trust factor is built because you hold in precious metals. That's a trust.
Straight
You know,
trust.
that's a trust.
Straight
So
trust.
yeah, so when you put a currency on top of that, and then you begin to circulate it, it works. It's a beautiful thing when it comes together. Yeah, it's gonna take some time, but it's a beautiful thing. And I
Well,
know
I'm
we
in
can
it to
do it.
win it, brother. You know what I
You know
mean?
we
I'm
can
in it
do
to
it.
win it. I will not waste my time and energy on
Yeah,
anything that's fruitless and frivolous. I'm
yeah,
done with that. I even told the family on Instagram, and I'm gonna tell y'all on YouTube too. Here, uh, I don't even have any of my mods in the building right now, so I'm gonna just drop the email because I don't have the link for my Discord in front of me. I'm about to take a digital. Once I finish the promo for this class, I'm leaving Instagram for about a month. You know what I mean? I got work to do, and that shit is a distraction. I don't want to see nobody's face. I don't care about what nobody is eating for the day. None of that dumb shit. I'm gonna deactivate my page and work on what I need to work on because I prompt that shit is a distraction. I be picking up my phone, going to Instagram to look at pictures all day, and I'm like, fam, I don't need that shit. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It does
yeah,
nothing for me. You feel me? It does nothing for me. They,
yeah,
so even the YouTube is cool and everything, but I'm
yeah,
kind of cool on this shit as well. You know what I mean? Like, if y'all want to be a part of the email list, there goes the email. Don't knock yourself out. Like, if you know what I mean, real ones are gonna understand what's being said, and everybody else. But when you get into some private shit, you got to go private.
you gotta go
You
private.
start going from public to private, you gotta fall back a little bit. I
Right.
can't be in the public. I'm worth too much to be in the public. I'm too
Yeah,
valuable. My mind is too valuable to be exposed to fucking Instagram and whatnot. That's not
yeah,
the type of life that excites me. I done did it. You know what I
yeah,
mean? If everybody that's running around and want fame and they want followers and
yeah.
do stupid shit, knock yourself out. I'm here to let you know that ain't it. You know what I mean? It's something else, but that's not it.
No,
So
no,
I got work
no.
to do. I got
Quality,
business to
quality, not quantity, right? Quality.
quality and not quantity.
Yeah.
Give me 20 good ones over two
And the
million or
sift.
2,000, huh?
We sifting.
We got to sift through the muckery. You know what I mean? And it's all good, but it just comes a time because it's so much going on. It's so much to be done. It's so many moves that are taking place. There's so many
Yeah,
doors opening up, so many windows opening up. I cannot. Well, what I'm gonna do is
yeah.
I'm thinking about doing Ramadan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm going hard with the Ramadan
Mm-hmm.
for the month of April. It starts April 1st. My son's birthday is the 2nd. So
Mm-hmm.
me and the wife, I've been talking to her. She, I'm like, I might break out the prayer rug. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But I'm giving
Reset.
Ramadan a thought because that
Reset.
type of discipline, 5 times a day prayer, abstaining
Mm-hmm.
from food, doing a digital detox. You know what I mean? Just working on the mind, working on the spirit. That shit right there is attractive to me. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, yeah. It's interesting you say that. The digital detox, we're gonna talk about that tomorrow because you have to go through that in order to activate that DNA, that those precious metals DNA, and the
Mm.
elephant in the room is that cell phone, you know. It got to be put under control.
That shit is a beast.
It has to be put under control.
It does. It has to be tamed. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
it gotta be tamed.
yeah,
And I don't
yeah,
know what metals they put in my phone, but the metals be acting up. So, like you said,
yeah,
digital detox to wake up those precious metals within, getting
yeah,
into the sun. You know what I mean? Getting into that ocean. You know, getting on to getting in nature. I got
yeah,
trails. I got ancient trails, Indian trails all around me and shit like that.
yeah.
So yeah, I gotta go talk to the frogs. I gotta, you know what I mean? I gotta conversate with the insects a little bit more.
Time to explore. I'm gonna get out, Red. It's so I can get that rest and be
Right,
fresh for
right.
tomorrow.
Yes,
And
sir. I got work that I have to do as well. You know what I
yeah,
mean? I will be
I
hosting
appreciate it.
tomorrow's event, and
Yes,
I'm gonna throw a little bit in there here and there. But the brother,
yes,
I'm fully confident in what our good brother NKIRU was bringing to the table. I look forward to what it
yeah,
is that you have to deliver. This is only the beginning. We're gonna ride this thing into a successful situation. You know,
yes.
we're going to have quality of membership building with us, building these
That's
banks
it.
up, building these metals up, you know what I mean, and changing lives, because at the end of the day, the name of the game is to improve and to help transform those that are on that path, and
That's it.
present them with information and opportunities that will help make their lives a little bit better, because we here to strive and thrive, not struggle.
Yeah.
We ain't here for
Strive and thrive.
struggle is dead. You know what I
Yes,
mean? We striving and we thriving.
that's it, brother. All right,
Yeah. All right. I
all
appreciate
right.
you, man.
Likewise.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow,
Yes, indeed,
tomorrow
man.
we're gonna knock it out the park. We're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna engage with the people. That's important. We're gonna engage and we're gonna get to the bottom of some things.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
All
indeed.
right.
Yes, indeed.
Okay,
Indeed.
brother.
Salute. All right.
Thank you for having me. All right.
All right.
Peace,
So,
family. See y'all tomorrow.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ladies, the brother says, see you tomorrow. We
Hey,
gonna
hey,
talk about. We gotta get the workshop out the way. Then we gonna start talking spicy. But we got to do business first. It's
are
business first.
they coming out? Are they coming out for us tomorrow, Red? The ladies coming out?
Ladies, it's a Sunday morning. You know what I'm saying? If you want me to put the blazer on, if you want me going past the mode, because I'm on my ministry shit. You know what I mean? I will be launching the ministry very
We
soon.
want some
So
hands to be laid.
you know what I'm saying? We're gonna lay down the pants tonight. I gotta put some creases in my motherfucking gabardines. Like, lady, you know what I mean? My britches are gonna be sharp. Talk black to me.
All right. I'm
All right.
out. Later.
Peace. Good night. So there you have it. Our good brother, he will be in the building tomorrow. KTL University is the website for the link. The link is in the description if you need that. I'm talking about KTL University. That's your one-stop shop. You don't have to do anything but just purchase the ticket. Everything else will be taken care. Like I said, 11 a.m. Eastern. You know what I mean? Early Monting. We probably be done by 2 and ting, and then we turn up. All right. So I'm going to answer three questions, right? I'm not just going to run up out of here and whatnot. I'm going to answer three questions. So from the chat them, if anybody has a question on this Saturday Night Live, if you have a question, you can ask it. And if I have an answer, I'll give it to you. So let's go. Yes, inshallah. Somebody said a shoe was going to come out of nowhere. Okay. Yes, salute to you too. Salute to you too. I appreciate you. And if there isn't any questions, that's even good. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But I know there's a delay on what I say on this video. There's like a 2-minute delay sometimes. So we'll just let that come in. How much silver should one get started with? Shit. One coin. You could start with one coin. Like, don't kill yourself, fam. One coin. You know what I mean? Start with one coin and stare at that shit and be like, I want to triple this. I want 1 to turn into 3, 3 to turn into 6. You got to start on a 0 with a 1. You know what I mean? Don't stress yourself out and think that you finna be, Scrooge McDuck with a pool full of coins right away. This is about compounding. This is about accumulation. Utilize the theory of the DeFi, right? Yielding and compounding and accumulating, right? That's how you build. That's how you build. You know what I mean? Slow pace wins the race. What do you think about privacy crypto? Yeah, I think that crypto is, and to be honest with you, I had a good meeting the other day. None of that crypto is decentralized. I don't ever want y'all to think that it is, because it's really not. All of that shit is centralized at the end of the day. Like, it's a great fucking concept, decentralization, but it's not really decentralized. As you can see, what was it? Was it Coinbase? They was out there clipping MetaMask was out there clipping wallets of fucking people in Russia. Shit is not decentralized. What can we do to our aura and magnetic field popping like yours without metal? Shit. It's like I said, it's the springtime. You know what I mean? Work on you. Work on building your chi up. Wayne Chandler was on Black Magic 363 talking about Qigong. I'm actually looking into, taking up some Qigong classes and whatnot, working on the breath, right? I'm listening to an audio book called, let me pull it up. It's on Audible. I just got it the other day, right? It's called The Warrior's Meditation. The Warrior's Meditation. No. I got the Warrior's Meditation, and I also got the Warrior's Breathing for Warriors by Dr. Belissa V.T. I don't know how that's spelled. Brian Sabin. Breathing for Warriors. So breathing, getting into the sun, not the pool, the ocean, right? Getting into nature, right? These are very important. These will help build up your chi. This will help with your auric field. Hug a tree. Get into the fruits and the vegetables and things of that nature over the meat and the processed foods and shit like that. Take it one step at a time. And exercise, whether it's yoga or calisthenics or shit like that. You want to get into your exercise. You feel me? Everybody that lives in Florida, y'all wild lucky, because y'all have a different sun than we have anywhere else. Y'all should all be on some super Heru shit at this point. Anybody that lives in Florida, y'all should be super lit. You know what I mean? Your power should be online. Y'all should be fucking, your eyes should be glowing like the crypto shit. Like, you should be up, because y'all have a different sun than we have in the other 50 some odd states in America. Facts. So yeah. How do you combine crystals with precious metals to maximize wealth and self-health? Well, keep in mind that in order to lay the quote unquote the crystals, you lay crystals in precious metal. They go together. The precious metal houses the crystals, right? So if you want to get into the jewelry game, right, I would highly suggest that you get into the silver and you get into the copper and you get into the gold. Don't lowball yourself. Don't be like, oh, I can't do gold because it's too expensive. No, my genius, you will that shit into existence. You put yourself in it. You see yourself dripping in that gold and whatnot. So precious metals is what the crystals are inlaid into. So they go together, right? So yeah, that part. I bury crystals and copper saint plates with my grandmother. That way I can have a direct line to her. Beautiful, Sister Carla. That is something that when they excavated the mounds, right? When they excavated the mounds all around America, when they dug up the mounds, the burial mounds of our ancestors, the Smithsonian Institute, and they hid this information is hidden from us, right? There's a European by the name of Rod Hamilton who wrote a few books about it. I bought the book at the Serpent Mounds when we went in 2010. When they excavated the mounds, they found giant skeletons. The skulls of the skeletons could fit over two people's heads. That's how big the skulls were. They had double rows of teeth, but inside of the quote unquote mounds, when they had the ceremony, when they had the mummies or the skeletons laid out and whatnot, they were adorned in copper chest plates, copper headbands, copper wristbands. They had precious metals and whatnot, and they had these sacred and precious stones inlaid around them. They had them laid around water and whatnot, and they also had them laid with the quote unquote the geodes, like the amethyst geodes and all of these other quote unquote crystals and things of that nature. So this is something that we've been doing for time immemorial. That's not what we doing these days when they filling you up with embalming fluid and they chopping your ass up, taking all of your body parts out, stuffing you and shit like that, like you a fucking rag doll, and then throwing you in a box and putting you in a fucking purple label polo Ralph Lauren suit and throwing your ass in the dirt. That's not what we used to do. They're desecrating our quote unquote funeral rites. They're desecrating our bodies. We got to put in the paperwork to get the rights to our bodies, because the way that they do in our bodies, this shit is not. It's not the opening of the mouth ceremony. It's unceremonious. So we do all of this work on this planet, but they get your body when you die. They're the ones who see you at the last moments. They're the ones who see you the last days. They do whatever the fuck they want to do with you. You know what I'm talking about? So we got birth doulas, but we need death doulas. We need death doulas in these communities. We need death doulas, people that hold the bodies, prepare the bodies, and secure the bodies at death. Because we put in all of this work, and these sorcerers and these people are maniacs. These are warlocks and whatnot. They got the body in death. So all of that shit you talking about is nothing, because you don't control your death. You have no control of how the fuck you're being buried and whatnot. You cannot be, if you be like, yo, I want to get buried with all of my crystals. I want to be wrapped in copper. You know what I'm talking about? I want my shit to be full dripping tin. You can't even do that in certain places unless your money is long. Yeah, bring the death doulas back. On some Osiris, on some Osiris shit. Bring the death doulas back. We need that. We really need that. I went to master teachers' funerals inside of churches, and these niggas was giving them the holy motherfucking treatment, the holy water. They was going strictly from the Bible, not the Medu Neter, not the Book of the Dead, none of that. They was hitting you with Bible verses. I was confused. I'm like, astaghfirullah. At least in Islam, you make transition. They got you in the ground in 72 hours. I'm out. With that being said, I want to say thank you for everybody pulling up. You know what I mean? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, that part. Hit the Cash App, money sign, Stream Chasers with a Z. If you can't pull up tomorrow, Don't take it personal. It's all good. You know what I mean? We'll see you on the next go around. Blue Pill is pulling up on 4-4. He got his thing going on, the War Report. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and check that out and support it. Like I said earlier, if you want to keep up with what it is that we're doing, come and join the Discord. I'm going to be removing myself off of social media. I'm starting in April. I'm going to deactivate my Instagram. And I'm going to see if we're going to still do the YouTube and whatnot. But more than likely, we'll be doing YouTube and shit, you know, because there's things that need to be talked about. I'm not going to just go cold turkey like that. But I'm not really going to be in places where I don't need to be. So with that being said, peace to the family, love and light. I'll see ya.